No matter what you think, that's how the world goes on. And what are the values of these relationships? Tranquility, love, and mercy. This is what you want in a relationship. Those of you who are unmarried, think of this when you're looking for somebody. Think of this. Will this person bring me tranquility in my life? Will this person bring love to my life? And will this person bring mercy to me? These are the values, not what they look like, not money that they have, not position that they have, not fame that they have, not anything that they have, but is this what is there? Those of you who are married and been married for years, look to your relationship. Do you find tranquility in your relationship? Do you find mercy in your relationship? Do you find love in your relationship? This is what you look for. This is what you must look for, by Allah's saying, not by my saying. So always in the talks, we always begin from the beginning. And the beginning is the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is where we take all of our teaching, we take from the book of Allah first, and then the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam after that. These are the steps that everything has to take. So, and along those lines, I would quote somebody who has written very deeply about the subject, Chittik, in his essay on the shining light of love. He writes this thing, and this caught my attention. He says, among the many mentions of love in the Quran, because this is where we've begun from, the favorite verse of the advocates of love is, he loves them and they love him, which we quoted, yuhibbuhum wa yuhibbunahu. This verse puts the Islamic worldview in a nutshell. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought the universe into existence because of his love for human beings. Human beings fulfill their calling by loving Allah. This is the back and forth of it. And the people, you know, the people who criticize Islam, especially the Christian people who criticize Islam, they criticize it, they say, our God is the God of love. This threefold God that they have is the God of love. You people, you know, it's all killing and everything like that. But we remind them that the word for love, which can be translated in different words that Allah has used, like Rafa, Rahma, Wada, Hab, etc., which can be translated as love, appear on the average once in every 15 ayats in the Quran. The word Hab itself occurs 69 times in the Quran. So, you know, we often hear this criticism of our deen, that it's, you know, it's bloodthirsty, and I mean, I'm not pulling the punches, I'm trying to tell you, you know what I'm talking about, especially in the world today. They say this is the religion of the sword, this is the religion of killing. Your God is a bloodthirsty God, as though there was some other God other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, etc. Like that. We say, love, what a great scholar is saying is, this is the Islamic worldview. Allah brought the universe into existence because of his love for human beings, and human beings fulfill their calling as being human beings by loving Allah. This is at the very center of the Islamic dispensation, is this concept of love. We've already talked about the mercy, I'm just saying, but now we're talking about the love aspect of it. He goes on to say, the radiance of love's eternal light gives rise to the universe. The goal of love is to overcome separation, to bridge gaps, to bring the two lovers together as one. If love is to do its work, people must recognize the light and love it in return. He loves them, has brought everything into existence. Their recognition of this, they love him, is what brings that. So that once love intervenes, form and appetite lose their luster because of the light. The final goal of lovers is to join the shining light at its source. The power that makes this transformation is love. And one of the many Quranic names of love is friend, wali. In Arabic, the word that means also the idea of lover and helper. And both meanings can be seen in this verse. Allahu waliyul ladina amanu yukrijukum min adulumati al-nur. Allah is the friend of those who have this iman that we spoke about. And he brings them out of the darkness into the light in Surah Baqarah. In a khutbah that he gave, alayhi-s-salaam, in Medina, he said, he made the following dua, translated into English: O Allah, make me love you. Make me love those who love you. Make me love all things that bring me closer to loving you.
Ameen.
O Allah, make me love you.
Ameen.
Make me love your angels.
Ameen.
Make me love your prophets
Ameen.
and all of your creation.
Ameen.
O Allah, make my love for you dearer to me than myself,
Ameen.
than my family,
Ameen.
than my wealth,
Ameen.
than my children. Make it to be cool and pure water for the thirsty. Love that which Allah loves, O people. Love Allah with all your hearts.
Ameen.
This is the words of the Rasul alayhi-s-salaam in a khutbah that he gave in Medina. So, when we look at the Quran, and excuse me for going around like this, but I've been sitting a long time before everybody came, and I'm tired of sitting. But in any case, we want to understand what does Allah love and what does He not love. So let's talk about, first of all, what He loves. Who does He love? Allah loves the following people. He loves those, and you check. When I read this, make a check in your mind, in your heart. Am I this person or I'm not this person? And if you're not, try to be. Allah loves those who work goodness. Allah loves those who turn in tawbah to Him, make repentance to Him. Allah loves those people who have taqwa, who are conscious of Him. Allah loves those people who have sabr, who are patient. Allah loves those people who are just, adl, yani in everything that they do. Allah loves those who are mutaharin, who purify themselves, clean themselves at every level, clean their bodies, clean their minds, clean their hearts, clean their souls. Allah loves, again He mentions the just, and Allah loves those people who struggle in His way. Jihad fi sabilillah. So these are the people that Allah loves. Allah also tells us who He doesn't love. Because you don't know who does Allah love, or who does He not love. Because right? Some people He loves and others He doesn't. Who He doesn't love. He doesn't love people who are aggressors. He doesn't love people who are corrupters. He doesn't love people who are ungrateful. I have ayats for every one of these. He doesn't love people who hide the truth. He doesn't say liars, He says people who hide the truth. Who is a hider of the truth? Kafir. Kafir is a cognate with the English word cover. Here's the truth. Here's the truth. Where? Somewhere. See? Here's the truth. This is a clip. Right? Everybody see this is a clip? You see it's a clip?
Yes.
Okay. There's no clip. There's no clip. Right? There's no clip, right?
Right.
Right? Because I covered up the truth of the thing. In other words, something is true and you cover up the truth of it. This is a kafir. Allah does not love the people who cover it. Allah exists. People try to tell you Allah doesn't exist. This is what a kafir is. A kafir says, no, there's no such thing as Allah. And then, whoever who covers that up, Allah does not love the people who cover up the truth. Something is true, that's true. Then He says, who else He doesn't like? He doesn't like people who are oppressors. Aggressors and oppressors. Adh-dhalimin. He doesn't love the people who are proud and boastful. He does not love the people who are traitors. He does not love the people who corrupt other people. He does not love the people who transgress, who go against the law of Allah. He does not love the people who are prodigal and profligate, who spend their money like it was water and like this, and don't be concerned like that. You know that these, what we spoke before so many times, thousands, millions, billions of people, 4 billion of them living on less than $2 a day. There's a man, he just bought a plane, he sold a 747 and he bought whatever the big new Airbus for it, I don't know, some prince, and he has a big gold seat in the middle that he sits in. Yes! Yes! This is the big picture of somebody who's profligate. How? And he probably prays 5 times a day, by the way, and he probably fasts Ramadan. He's a Muslim prince. But how? How? When people are living on less than $2, how is that possible? This is profligacy. Yes, there's always rich, there's always poor, but how you are with what Allah gave you? How do you behave with what Allah has given you? If Allah has enriched you, behave politely with the riches that Allah has given you. Whether they're riches of money, whether they're riches of power, or whatever the riches are, do not be among those people, because Allah does not love those people. Allah does not love the people who are treacherous. Allah does not love the people who are boastful and exult in themselves, say, look at me, ana, I'm a big guy. He does not love those people. And He does not love the people who are unbelievers, who do not believe in the truth that Allah does exist. So here you can see, these are what Allah is looking for. If you're saying, what is Allah looking for in people? Allah is looking for goodness, people who work goodness. Allah is looking for people who repent. Allah is looking for people of taqwa. Allah is looking for people who are sabr. Allah is looking for people who are adl. Allah is looking for people who clean themselves. Allah is looking for people who are just. Allah loves people who are going in His way. And these are the people, aggressors, corruptors, ungrateful people, hiders of the truth, oppressors, proud people, boastful people, traitors, corruptors, transgressors, profligates, prodigals, treacherous, boasters, and unbelievers. Those people, Allah does not love those people. You make a list for yourself. Mark yourself. Hasib bin nafs. Check yourself. All of us have tendencies in all of these directions, positive and negative. What we want to do to increase these positive things in ourselves and root out these negative things. Why? Because then Allah, when Allah loves us, then Allah makes us to be, and not to be among those people whom Allah does not love. This word that we're translating here is love, habab. It means a lot of different things. It has another meaning, which will give you an idea of understanding. It means a seed. Hab is a seed. So love is something that you have to plant. And then love is something that you need to water. And love is something that you have to weed. And then love is something that you have to watch out over. And all of these things to make it grow. In other words, love is not something that just comes like that and that's love and that's it. He wanted to tell you love is this seed, this little tiny seed. And you put it like this, and you put the water like this, and you, what? What? And you cause it to grow up like this, and this is what it is. So when you're talking about love between each other, when you love somebody like that, it's not always going to be like that. It means you to take care of it. You have to water it. You have to weed it. You have to cut away the bad things from it so that it can grow. It's not a one-time shot. That's what he's trying to tell us by the meaning of this word. We have to understand what words mean so we can understand the inner truth of what this love is all about. And when we speak of love and the beloved, the first person we speak of is the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And why? Because what's his name? Habibullah. Called by Allah, Habibullah, the beloved of Allah. So of all the human beings, of all the bashar, of all the ins, of all these people that we're people. And even the angels and the jinn, nobody has this name but him. He is Habibullah. He is the beloved of Allah. So if we talk about love, we cannot talk about love from this thing without talking about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You cannot talk about it without talking about him. Because nobody else has this name. There's nobody else that he's given the name of Rahman. You can call somebody Nur. You can call somebody Hakim. You can call somebody these names. These are names of Allah, but you can't call somebody Rahman. You have to be Abdur Rahman. But he says, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. He uses his own name to call this person by his name. The first name that he uses, and we spoke a lot about Rahmah, so I won't speak more about it. This good Shaykh, Sidi Munir Buchichi, of the Qadri Buchichi, says, the souls of the knowledgeable, the Arafin, are lost in oceans of love. For the most perfect of the creatures of Allah, His beloved, sublime model of all perfection, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Their thirst is only increased, and they continue to go up on the scale of love, and each station according to his aspirations through their love of the Prophet.